This is my Thursday, May 11th lecture recap. To start class, we discussed the 3 different macronutrients that are absorbed in the digestive system, those being carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids. Carbohydrates are made up of sugars that are covalently bonded to one another. During the process of breaking these carbohydrates down, amylase is used as the cleaving enzyme. Proteins are made up of amino acids that are also covalently bonded to one another. The enzyme that breaks down proteins is pepsin. Lipids are these glycerol backbones attached to an ester bond to 3 fatty acid tails. Lipase is the enzyme that breaks lipids down. Proteins and lipids are also denatured in the digestive system prior to the enzyme cleaving sections off. Lipids are denatured by bile acid, and proteins denatured by HCl. Moving on to the gross anatomy of the digestive system, starting with the nasal and oral cavities. These both lead into the esophagus, which is lined with a thin layer of mucus in order to protect it. The esophagus then meets the stomach at this cardiac sphincter. Another sphincter is found at the bottom of the stomach as it leads into the proximal part of the small intestine known as the duodenum. Off the duodenum is the pancreas. Here is the liver with the gallbladder, which is attached to the pancreas via the common bile duct. And continuing off the duodenum is the jejunum, which leads into the rest of the small intestine. In the stomach is where primarily proteins are digested. The stomach is filled with HCl and pepsin. This is due to the glands that are found in the lining of the stomach. The purple cells are referred to as the parietal cells. These cells produce the HCl. These blue cells are the mucus-producing cells. The mucus layer in the stomach is quite thicker to prevent the acids from destroying the stomach. And these green cells are chief cells. Chief cells produce the inactive enzyme pepsinogen. Once inside the stomach and away from the lining, the pepsinogen is activated by the HCl and turned into the active enzyme pepsin that cleaves proteins. Eventually, these broken down macromolecules will form into chyme before being pushed down into the duodenum. This is when the pancreas will begin to release digestive enzymes into the pancreatic duct through its ascular cells. These digestive enzymes are inactive peptidase, lipases, and amylases. These are these red dots in the pancreas. The gallbladder is also releasing bile acid into the pancreatic duct, which is these green squigglies. These enzymes and the bile will enter into the duodenum and flow through the rest of the digestive tract. In the jejunum is where most fats will be broken down by being excreted into the lymph system and then into the bloodstream. It is important to note that any and all blood that comes through the digestive tract will not go directly back to the heart, but instead will travel through the aortic portal vein to be filtered in the liver before returning to circulation. And that is all.